Hello, today we're going to be working on this Shimano SLX M7100. I got this very cheap for a very obvious reason. The outer cage has been snapped off right here, and the inner cage has been slightly bent. Now luckily for me, it seems to be bent in the right way, and I think this is made out of steel, so it won't crack. It looks like it's just bent around about here mostly, and perhaps near the other jockey wheel, but I should be able to put that back in the shape. Otherwise, to find a outer cage, I was able to salvage another one from the XT 8100, which I made a video of previously. So we were able to stick this one back on. I've even got some spare jockey wheels if need be. So let's begin on dismantling this, and we're going to clean it up. Let's begin by removing the jockey wheels. So these are number 3. Obviously I won't be removing this other end as it's already broken, though we can unscrew the broken part now. We're going to now remove the jockey wheel cage. You need to take off this screw on the stopper, so recline the derailleur out and rest it against something. Hopefully this is not damaged, as that's going to be a bit of a difficult part to replace. So be careful your fingers. We're going to lift up the parallelogram cage, and we've now relieved the tension. Let's take off the small screws here for this, the cam unit or the clutch unit. So there's 3 screws to take off, and that's a number 2 Allen key wrench. We're going to now remove the cam unit. Normally it just lifts up. Use a flat-headed screwdriver to get it off the this bolt here that we're also going to be removing, and then use a number 4. Quite hard. You may need to use the I think it was number 30 Torx at the back if need be. Can remove that spring. At the bottom here you have a ring. You can also remove this bolt using the Allen key. Just swivel it out. Let's take off that clutch. If you want to remove this bolt, you can. There's a small clip at the back. You need to kind of remove it on both ends when taking it off. Quite annoying to remove. You need to kind of push it on both ends. I use this type of pin tool plier, and it's just wedged it out a little bit. So now I'm going to finish off with the knife, hopefully. put itself back on. Okay, I managed to snap it off. Really annoying. I don't like that. Looks like you have to screw this off even though it's loose. How odd. That is how they do it though. Alright. Okay, I'm gonna clean up my derailleur now. I'm also going to bend this back. I'm gonna need I'm probably gonna put it in a vise. Bend this part here. It looks like it's just a little bit bent. And also, if you look there, you'll see that needs to be put back into line with the rest of that inner cage plate, and it should be good. So I'm using this type of hand vise. It's really old school but very practical for this application. So the naked eye lets me think that it's fairly straight on from both ends where these screws fit in, where the jockey wheel's placed. That looks straight. I think it's a little bit bent here though, because I can see that from where that part is, it's bent around about there. Yeah, I can see there's a tiny gap there, so this needs to be bent just around about here somewhere. Right, I've cleaned it up mostly. I spent quite a bit of time straightening the two cages, specifically this one. It will be the last time that I buy derailleurs with bent cages, as straightening them is a bit of a nightmare. I had to use 2 vices in the end and a bit of patience. So let's add the grease now onto the derailleur, and then we can put it back and assemble it. I'm going to be using a Shimano premium grease for the lubrication. First thing I'm going to do is put that clutch back in. I've put a little bit of grease on the shaft. I don't know if it's super necessary though. You're going to have a little clip here to remove. So the clip, you'll need a plier. If you look very closely underneath, there's kind of like a ridge spacing where the clip will go underneath. So you'll want the bit in that position. I just moved it around. In fact, this one's just literally sliding under. Don't even need a plier. Now for the inner cage plate, you grab that ring, put that at the bottom. Then we've got the spring. Spring with the hook part is going to go into that hole there. You've got the seal, so it's going to go in this position. Let's get that prepared. So now the other tip of that spring is going to go into the slot there. And same thing for that seal, there's a tab, and that's also going to insert into the same slot spacing. Like that. So you can kind of hold that down for now, and we're going to put that bolt through here. Grab your number 4 Allen key wrench, and you can start to screw that down. Be careful not to cross thread. Get the stopper ready and a Phillips screwdriver. We're now going to, in this position, flip the cage, flip the cage anti-clockwise. You then want to rest this against something to hold it open. So this actually can be taken off, and if you want, you can see on my XTM8100 video where I actually take out this the part here with the roller pins on the inside. For this, I'm not going to do that. Now I know you need to put this in a certain position. Hold on. I think that needs to be here. Let's try it. You want this to be either one side or the other for the clutch when you're putting this on, because you'll see it won't work otherwise. I'm going to tell you now though. Okay, it's good. So yeah, you needed the clutch off. There's a seal to put back here. You can insert that cover. Ah, okay, I see the difference now. Another little minute detail is you don't have on the SLX derailleur a little cover, or not cover, a little hole so that you can adjust the clutch tension. Put screws back. Let's put the bolt back here on the B-bolt. So we'll be screwing that on. We need the number 5 to finish it up. Screwing down. I think that's done. Okay, it's gone through. Now we need to put that little clip at the back. There you go. Get rid of that dirt as well. Didn't clean that bolt. Let's put the jockey wheels back on. Strangely enough, this one doesn't seem to have anything written on it to indicate the G pulley. This one here says tension pulley, so that will be going towards the bottom. I'm not going to do that too tightly yet, as we need a bit of maneuverability for the other one. Not really 100% satisfied with the cage. I wouldn't say it's completely straight. So I won't be doing that again. It's impossible to even work on these newer cages. But I hope this helped you service your SLX rear derailleur. I have many other videos and I post them up regularly. Thank you for listening, and until next time, peace out.